I am bringing this regular town council meeting to order. Today is May 22nd, 2025. Can I have a roll call, Madam Clerk?
You may. Councilor Bragdon, I know is excused. Chair Danforth.
Here.
Councilor Dume.
Here.
Councilor Higgins.
Here.
Councilor Mackin.
Here.
Councilor McLaughlin.
Here.
And Councilor Pelletier.
Was excused.
Thank you.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we do have adjustments to the agenda. We have updates on orders number 128, 130. We have an addition. We have an order 138 and 139. I'm seeking approval of minutes from May 8th, our regular meeting.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Councilor Dume, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Any council comment on those minutes? Any public comment? Being none, back to the council for a vote on the approval of minutes from May 8th. All those in favor? Passes 5. So now we're going to go into special presentation. I have a resolve I am going to read. Resolve number 2, proclamation of EMS week. Proclamation in recognition of EMS week, May 18th through May 24th, 2025. Whereas emergency medical services are a vital public service, and whereas the members of our emergency medical services team are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illnesses or injury, and whereas emergency medical services have grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and education, and whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of our emergency medical services team, whether full or part-time, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value in the accomplishments of our emergency medical service providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week, now, therefore, the Town of Millinocket Council and Council assembled on May 22nd, 2025, do hereby proclaim and recognize the week of May 18th through May 24th, 2025 as Emergency Medical Services Week.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Danforth, seconded by Councilor Dume. Council comment on this proclamation. Councilor Dume.
Thank you, Chief and all your staff, medical and EMS and firefighters, well deserved. And all across the board, you guys do a great job. High remarks and high regards. Everybody in the community appreciate you. So this is well deserved. Thank you for all your service.
Other Councilor Higgins.
Yes, again, Chief, same thing as Jesse, but I want to say, and I've been on that side, thank you for your team. They have actually saved quite a few people's lives.
Councilor McLaughlin.
I too just want to say thank you for the services that you provide. I have a son who works at the hospital and he always just raves about how awesome paramedics and the people are that come in. I thank you for all that you do. My family has unfortunately used the services many times over the years, and it's just, I just can't thank you enough. You are appreciated and valued.
Councilor Mackin.
I'd also like to thank you. Unfortunately, I had to use your services a few times last year, and I thank you for being there for me. Thank you.
Before I go to the public too, I do want to thank you as well, just like everybody else up here. I think each and every one of us has been touched by your staff, your people that have provided services to the community. And I know a lot of times you do it shorthanded and you have a lot that have to work overtime and there's a lot of sacrifices that your staff make for the citizens of the town. And also recognizing those that provide mutual aid, those in the neighboring communities that provide service to us, we want to recognize. So very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Any public comment on this proclamation? Oh. Chief, we got public comment. Would you like to hear from the public before you go? Ms. Sullivan?
Thank
mute.
you. Thank you very much. Oftentimes, the
Can you-
first,
Oh, sorry.
oftentimes the first ones to treat in a medical condition are the emergency people. They are spectacular. When you arrive at the emergency room, they already know what's happening. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for your comment. We're ready for you, Chief.
Great, I'm John Cody, Fire Chief. So as we recognize and celebrate their National EMS Week, a time that's dedicated to honor the critical men and women who serve our community with courage, commitment, and compassion. Right here in Millinocket, our fire and EMS team responded to a little over 1,200 calls last year. That's nearly 1,000 moments when someone in our community needed help, and our team answered without any hesitation. Behind each of those numbers is story, a person, a life impacted, whether it was a house fire, a car crash, medical emergency, or just someone that was scared and unsure what to do next. Our fire department was able to respond. What makes this team exceptional isn't just their skills, they are among the best trained and most capable. What sets them apart is their heart. They show up on the worst days of people's lives, bring order to chaos, the comfort to fear, often hope where it's needed most. To the members of the Millinocket Fire Department, a huge thank you. Thank you for your long hours, your split-second decisions, your steady hands, and your unwavering commitment to this town and the sacrifices you take. To the community and our town council, your support makes this work possible, whether through funding policies or simply just saying a thank you. Your backing helps keeps our responders equipped, trained, and ready there to serve. Also, a huge thanks to the mutual aid partners that we have for the ambulance, East Millinocket, Lincoln, and Howland. Those guys are incredible as well. You know, whenever we need them, you know, they're a call away and they're right here. So huge thank you to our own crew, but also there to the mutual aid department. Wow.
Thank you for your
Thank
comment.
you.
I do have a certificate for you. I'm going to present you, but before I get down there, how about we all vote on? Oh, do we have another? Oh, for the pictures. Can we all vote on resolve number 2? All those in favor of resolve number 2-2025? That passes 5-0. Let's get a picture. Not supposed to be in the photo? No.
Richard and Avern's not even here to take on you?
I'll do the real one. It's fantastic.
How did Avern not take an opportunity to take a picture of you?
No. I thought everybody's coming down to join the
Yeah.
photo.
You got it.
Yeah. So that takes us into our new business and our town manager's report. So Mr. Manager, take it away.
It's, I submitted a 10-page report, on the usual lines, the budget season is behind us. addition to that, 14 more pages, building the right department, the library. There's, also by B. You know, the one thing I do want to mention is, been a couple of months since we had started doing a code enforcement permit update, included in the packet. And the last one we had done was February, right before the budget process. So you can see that from February to this week through May, you can see those numbers continue to rise, the revenue continues to rise. All that on. So our Lord, one thing I'll say, you know, these were, you know, welcomed and then, must have been continued, so started it, calendar year, year without. Live, so. And report along with the physical. So that. But yeah, I'll take any questions or comments.
Any council comment on the manager's report? I actually have a couple comments that I will make, and for you that wanted to move it right along, right? So I did make note under the code enforcement that you have started doing the license inspection for the short-term rentals units in Millinock. So, that's good to see that process is moving along. And also it was both under wasn't under Public Works, but it's part of Public Works, and also that the new sign on Peddler's Hill, that looks very nice. Those are my comments. Any public comment on the manager's report? Yeah.
If I just, while you spoke on the STRs, I haven't noticed a big flow of the business licenses taken out at the clerk's office, so just sending out that reminder that they do need to. Okay. They all need to at least have a business license, so if they're coming in to file for the STR, to stop at the clerk's office as well. And do that. Also, if I may, just touch on the wastewater billing. When I started the wastewater billing back in April, the bills were mailed out about a week ahead of time, if not a week and a half. So the bills are technically due 30 days from that bill date. We are closed on Monday for the actual due date. So we always honor, especially if there's a holiday, we don't charge interest for that one day. So just wanted to make that small note. Thank you.
There was one other comment I wanted to make, and I see our recreation director is here. Yeah, very good. We have 2 certified pool operators now. Congratulations. I know that's a big part of our summer programming, and I know that test isn't easy to pass. So congratulations you and your staff on that. That's important for us to run that pool. So thank you. Any other comments on the manager's report? Come to the mic, please.
Campbell Airport Manager, just a small part of the manager's report that I'm fairly proud of. The instructor that came on board with us a year or so ago has now started producing private pilots. We have 2 pilots that have gotten their license in the last 5 months and 1 seaplane rating. So we are making pilots, and 8, 9 new airplanes there in the last year that call Millinock at home. And these are mostly young people buying old airplanes and taking flying lessons in their own airplanes.
Very good. Councilor Dumeay?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is it safe to say with this just started, it would be pilot program.
That would be, that would, yeah, very good. Nicely done.
You didn't even deserve an answer, did it?
It's really taken off.
It's really taking.
Very nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for adding that. That's, we like to hear great news like that. Yeah. Up and away. Can't wait to get a ride. That
Sometimes,
promised ride, right? At some point. Yeah, so thank you. Very, very good news. So let's move on to order number 128. Council Dume, may I have you read order number 128?
absolutely, Madam Chair, order number 128 twenty twenty-five, providing for execution of the town warrant for May 22nd, 2025. It is ordered that the town warrant for May 22nd, 2025, in the amount of $185,439.97 is hereby approved.
Motion made by Council Dume, seconded by Council McGlaughlin. You have heavy hitters to share with us.
Absolutely, Madam Chair.
You.
In the amount of $13,514.72 is jet fuel for the airport. $8,768.74 is Dysart service for Public Works, gas and oil. $2,809 for Hogan Tire for Public Works vehicle tires. $42,768.23 for Maine Water Company, that's for our hydrant rentals. $16,296.59 for Versant Power, that's for airport operations. Chief, that's taking up a lot of money. And $79,431 for Katahdin Motors, that's for 2025 Chevy Silverado.
Any other council comment? Excuse me. Any public comment on this order? Seeing none, back to the council. All those in favor of order number 128? 5-0, it passes. Council Dume, can I have you read the next order?
With pleasure, Madam Chair. Order number 129 twenty twenty-five, providing for execution of wastewater warrant for May 22nd, 2025. It is ordered that the wastewater warrant for May 22nd, 2025, in the amount of $18,780.05 is hereby approved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Dume, seconded by Council McGlaughlin. Council comment on that order?
Yes, Madam Chair. $3,103.15 for Bushard Cleaning and Restoration for sewer repair. $2,098.45 for USA Blue Book. That's for pump station maintenance. $9,679.04. That's again for Versant Power. Operations at the pump station electricity.
Any other council comment on the order? Any public comment on this order? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order 129. All those in favor? And that passes 5-0. Councilor McGlaughlin, can I have you read order 130?
Certainly. Order number 130-2025, providing for ratification of the May 20th, 2025 school budget validation referendum result. It is ordered that the results of the May 20th, 2025 school budget validation referendum are hereby ratified as follows. Question 1, yes, 98, no, 58, blanks 1, total 157. Clerk's note certified by the town clerk, Warden's return of votes cast.
Motion made by Council McGlaughlin, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Council comment on this order. Council Dume.
Yes, I can't help but say that very, it's concerning that the lack of voters that come out to vote on the school budget, regardless on if it's in favor or not in favor. This is your voice, your vote. I wish there would be more public participation in this. And also it's a cost to the town for this office to close down, to set up and to operate over there for 157 people. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Councilor Higgins.
Madam Chair, and I agree. This is where your voice counts.
Okay. When I went to vote, John and I were doing it Wednesday. Besides, but.
So thank you for those that did
Yes.
participate, and thank you, Madam Clerk, for your team that was there too.
But it's sad to see. A town this size, 158, 157 votes. That's all right.
I will go now to the public for comment, on Zoom. Sandy, name and address, please.
Hi, that's what I forgot before. Sandra Sullivan, 104 Sunset Drive, and this is about the cost of this vote. Are you able to give us an estimate already on how much was spent yesterday on this election?
As the manager?
I don't have yes, Sandy is, you know, not it's hard to break down right now in my head, but I would anticipate the total is around several $1,000s.
No,
Then,
Why?
I think that's a little high because we are using four
Already set.
of our
Staff.
staff members now because of already being paid, so that cuts out of the payroll.
That's
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe under 1,000 probably for this election, because I provide the ballots and there's no programming to pay for.
so when it's just when it is just the school budget. That's- Then I think for state referendum.
And I did keep staffing very, very minimal, like after 5 PM, I knew that I was gonna return. So I was the registrar of voters, I was also the warden, I was also the clerk. Of course, I had deputies working underneath me there, so that was a cost savings of not having somebody on the payroll until 8 or 9 PM then, and I did only have 2 ballot clerks at one time instead of, you know, a full staff, so I kept the staffing very low.
And those wise cost saving choices, but in case lessons learned over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what to prepare.
I knew when the absentee requests were not coming in at all. I knew at that point that I would be able to handle the day with a very small staff.
Right, it does, you know, I think. that Roughly 20. 57. Including the one blank that. And the absentee and return blank. So.
Correct. All right, thank you for providing that information. Sandy, you have any further questions?
I don't have a further question. I just want to say thank you, Diana, for doing all you do to keep the costs down. And maybe make a suggestion that next year, it is stressed to this town that they are paying for this election. People respond to the pocketbook. And if they think their taxes might go down a little bit, or that they're paying for it, they might get out and vote. I think it's disgraceful that only 158 people in this town voted. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Any other public comment in this order? Council, go back to the council for a vote on order number 130. All those in favor? Motion passes 5-0. Councilor Mackin, can I have you read order number 131?
Order 131-2025, providing for approval of application for a victular license for Dunkin' Donuts. It is ordered that the attached application for a victular license be hereby approved for Ruco LLC, Michael Olmert, Bristol, Connecticut, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, business address 749 Central Street in Belmont.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Mackin, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Council comment on this order? Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order number 131. All those in favor, 5-0. Councilor Higgins, can I have you read order number 132?
Yes, Madam Chair. Order number 132, 2025, providing for approval of an application for particular license for Millinocket Variety. It is ordered the attached application for particular license is hereby approved for Daniel Nielsen, Millinocket, doing business as Millinocket Variety, business address 112 Central Street, Millinocket.
Second.
Motion made by Council Higgins, seconded by Council Dume. Any council comment on this order? Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order 132. All those in favor? That passes 5-0. Council McLaughlin, can I have you read order number 133?
Yes, order number 133-2025, providing for approval of Penobscot County Fire Protection Agreement. Whereas the current agreement for providing firefighting services to unorganized territories in Penobscot County expires on June 30th, 2025, and administrative teams from both the town of Millinocket and the Penobscot County unorganized territories agree to present the terms set forth in the attached agreement, their governing bodies. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council, at the recommendation of its town manager and fire chief, approve the attached Penobscot County Fire Agreement.
Second.
Motion made by Council McLaughlin, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Council comment on this order is Councilor Dume.
Thank you. I'll make it brief. I'd like to congratulate the manager and the county commissioner's office for drafting this article because this is vastly improved over prior years and I think it's a good step in the right direction and once again, thank you for drafting up a good agreement.
Any other council comment? Any public comment on this order? Okay, manager, were you raising your hand? Yeah.
I just. Chief Cody and stuff. Update. Last couple of years, two. Right. Having a call, reason for each call, apparatus, I mean. Really. Cost. We were able to identify that we were still paying roughly 70% of territory. So as we as so being present that actual went a long way and appreciative of.
Any other comment? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor of order number 133? 5-0. Councilor Mackin, can I have you read order number 134, please?
Order number 134-2025, providing for approval of Penobscot County Ambulance Protection Agreement. Whereas the current agreement for providing ambulance services to unorganized territories. Is this what?
It's a second, yes.
Oh, okay.
A little different than
It's
the
like,
last
wait a
one.
minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas the current agreement for providing ambulance services to unorganized territories in Penobscot County expired June 30th, 2025, and the administrative teams from both the town of Millinocket and the Penobscot County unorganized territories have agreed to present terms set forth in the attached agreement to their governing body. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council, at the recommendation of the town manager and fire chief, approve the attached Penobscot County Ambulance Protection.
Second.
A motion made by Councilor Mackin, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Council comment on this order? I will just say it is a different agreement. The first one that we read had to do with firefighting. This had to do with
Okay,
ambulance.
I got it now.
In a different amount, so yeah. separate ones, but same purpose, yeah. Any, public comment on this order?
John Cody, Fire Chief. So I just wanted to add into this a little change from last year. Under Article 2, Penobscot County is gonna pay the no transport cost upfront. Normally, we would actually bill the patient. A lot of times we don't recover that expense. Because it could be somebody who's up into the park hiking and they leave here and we just don't see that reimbursement. So Penobscot County agreed to pay the no transport costs. I think, that will help us recover a lot of those costs that we haven't been able to in the past.
Good, thank you for negotiating that. Counselor
Is that
Dumas?
yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Is that per occasion, like every time that happens, or is there like a limit to that?
Nope, this is anytime, so if we respond up to a car accident, there's 5 patients that we don't transport, that's 5
Okay,
no transport.
thank you.
Any other counselor comment or public comment? Thank you for that clarification. Appreciate you doing that.
Okay.
Then we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor of order number 134? That passes 5-0. Counselor Higgins, can I have you read order number 135, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Order number 135, 2025, providing for approval of the state budget letter fiscal years 2026, 2027. Whereas the Maine state government will get to pass
Millennium.
biennium budget for fiscal years 2026, 2027, which could result in the shutdown of the Maine state government operations and a drastic financial impact on the town of Millinocket and our taxpayers. And whereas a related people's veto referendum has been initiated, the effect of which would cause critical expected local revenues from Maine state government programs be cut off until at least November 4th referendum, likely much longer. Whereas the town of Millinocket, municipal and school budgets are reliant on this expected combined revenues from programs of the Maine state government totaling nearly 7 million. And whereas the failure to agree on and approve of the biennium state budget for fiscal 2026 and 2027 would result in that 7 million being made an additional and impossible financial burden on Millinocket's taxpayers. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the attached state budget advocacy letter produced by the town manager with signatures and directs the town manager to submit the letter to Senator Ray Stewart and Representative Kathy Javner on behalf of the town of Millinocket.
Second.
A motion made by Council Higgins, seconded by Council Dume. Council comment on this order? Council Dume.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I think this is very important to send this letter to our state legislature to let them know exactly what this states. This, I'm all for being fiscally responsible in our state legislature in holding our governing bodies accountable, but at the same time, we certainly don't want to color ourselves of other things, which is simply what's happening right now in our state government. So unless we want our taxpayers to be exactly how the state's overburdened with taxes, we need to release those funds and they need to set the budget. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Any other comment? I will just make comment. I appreciate it. I know we all got emails from, Maine Municipal Association, and the manager brought this to our attention, and I think it's important as a legislative body of the municipality that we do our local advocacy, and appreciate the letter that was well written. And thank you, Mr. Manager. Any public comment on this order? All right, seeing none, back to the council for vote on order number 135. All those in favor? That motion passes 5-0. And remember, don't leave because we need signatures on the letter that will be made. Sit around. Don't leave before you sign. Okay, Council Dume, can I have you read order number 136?
Absolutely, Madam Chair. Order number 136-2025, providing for authorization a municipal quitclaim deed for 35 Eastland Avenue. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves and executes the attached municipal quitclaim deed, conveying any and all interest the town as a grantor may have in the foregoing property by virtue of any property tax, sewer liens prior to the date of the deed, including but not limited to the attached tax and sewer liens recorded in Registry of Deeds regarding 35 Eastland Avenue, map U09, lot 75, as shown on tax maps in Millinocket, Maine. It is further ordered that this executed deed will be given to the rightful recipient only after payment is full and received by check upon completion of the closing of the upcoming sale of this property.
Okay.
Motion made by Council Dume, seconded by Council McLaughlin. Council comment on this order? Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council for vote on order number 136. All those in favor? And that passes 5-0.
There is another round of signatures on this.
Do you have a brief extra? Council McLaughlin, can I have you read order number 137?
Order number 137-2025, providing for approval of reappointment to Planning Board A. Danforth. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the reappointment of Avon Danforth to the Planning Board for a 3-year term to expire February 2028.
Motion made by Councilor McGowan, second by Councilor Dume. Any council comment on this order? And I just, Council.
When you're done, or I can go first, I guess. I just wanted to note that, Mr. Danforth came in and he held off on submitting the application. He did voice his, concerns that he no longer wanted to run back in November when I sent him the reminder. So the reappointment does keep the February date because nobody else had filled the position. And he said he would have, if there was meetings and stuff, he would have been joining at that time. So
Thank
just
you.
wanted to note that is why the February, not
Okay.
May, keeps his reappointment status.
And I'll just, I appreciate that he is, staying on the board until they can get other people to fill some of those positions. He's he's got a lot of experience, very knowledgeable and is my father. So for those reasons, I will abstain, but I approve this order. Yeah, there we go. All right. Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote. All those in favor of order number 137? All those against? And all those who abstain? 4-0-1, it passes. Thank you. All right. Order, Councilor Mappin, can I have you read order number 138?
Order number 138, 2025, providing for approval for an application for a victular license, general. It is ordered that the attached application victular license is hereby approved for Jamie and Michelle Durrett, Millinocket, business as Cotton General Store, business address 160 Bay Street in Millinocket.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Mackin, second by Councilor McLaughlin. Any helpful comment on the order? Any public comment on the order?
If I may.
Yes, please.
I'll just add, I believe that everybody, that we are at full commitment for the vigilers, other than the on and off trucks.
Perfect. Thank you. Any other public comment? Back to the council for a vote on order number 138. All those in favor? That motion passes 0. There, one more. Councilor Higgins, can I have you read order number 139?
Yes, Madam Chair. Order number 139, 2025. providing for approval of an application for vehicular license for Bear Mountain Smoke Shack, mobile food truck. Is ordered that the attached application for vehicular license is hereby approved for Mayor Terry Chavon, doing business as Bear Mountain Smoke Shack, food truck, business address, American Music Festival, or Real Theater.
Second.
Motion made by Counselor Higgins, seconded by Counselor McLaughlin. Council comment on the order? Public comment? Clerk comment? Oh, good.
Well, this is the only food truck, application that came in specifically, I believe, for this. Maybe one other one. Lucy Q's, that's
Lucy Q, okay.
correct. So this is the only one that I've seen come in specifically for this event.
Good. Thank you. I'll take it back to the council for a vote on order number 139. All in favor, that will pass 5-0. This takes us up to reports and communications, warrant committee, for June 12th meeting, Counselor Higgins and Counselor Mackin.
Oh, yeah.
Good with that? And you, Counselor Dume, you have your hand up.
Yes,
Would you like to speak?
please.
There you go.
Maybe Tom could address the podium, and for those of us, because I just found out about this yesterday, I've had a bunch of questions about what's going on in the park, why it's fenced off. Not a whole lot of people are aware of what's going on. Tom, could you tell us what's going on in the park this weekend?
He is
Randy's
online.
If he's on,
Well, I can't see none of that. No, I really can't.
Right, no,
That's why I
I'm
don't
saying,
focus.
I'm letting you know, he is on there, maybe he would
if he comes on video.
talk to it.
It's not a Malaga event, it's Randy's event,
or-
that's on private property. They put the fence up temporarily just for this event. But Randy's on there, have any other questions?
Randy, could you tell us what's going on?
I don't mind jumping in,
Thank you.
and Sandy, let me know if my mic is better now, please. But, Randy Jackson, Boreal Theater, they are hosting an Americana, festival event over there. This weekend, it's got an array of live music, some pretty great bands that are gonna be playing over there. Some food trucks and everything's going on, so, I don't have the exact times right there in front of me, but, sounds like it's gonna be a pretty good time. I'm gonna try to get over there myself. Yeah, music, food, and fun.
Is the
Okay.
park still open to the public, or is it wardened off for that purpose only?
That I do not know.
And that's what I was trying
I
to,
can address because of the, I'm sorry.
That's you, 2 weeks ago, you issued him a liquor license. So to have a liquor license, he's gotta have a fenced in area for that. But the other fence is because they're gonna charge admission to get in. It's a fundraising event.
Thank you.
That's mainly why they wanted to fence it in. And we use that as, I let him use that as a construction fence because it's just something that they put up for 2 days and take it down. Not a permanent. So that area will be closed
okay,
during that. To try to raise money for Boreal Theater.
thank you.
And I guess, sorry, I'm gonna jump in.
Sure.
That's a joke.
Yes.
The
Didn't hear anyway.
Millinocket Heritage Plaza, is not necessarily, I mean, it's not a town-owned space, it's private property owned by Katahdin Tourism Partnership. So it, they graciously allow the public to use that space all the time. They do have block it off for
Absolutely.
just to make that.
Thank you. Appreciate the clarification. And information. Takes us into Chair Committee report. I don't have a report, age-friendly committee, so that will take us right into 2-minute comments. Is there anybody in the public that wants to make a comment? Seeing none? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Motion made by Council Higgins, second by Council Julian. All those in favor of adjournment? Motion passes 5-0. We are adjourned. Enjoy your evening.